Yo, what's good everyone? It's Zio here. Let's talk about something that separates casuals from real players. Staying on objective and playing it the right way. Not just running in, dying, and pretending you helped. I'm going to break down why staying on objective boosts your score per minute, your KD, and your entire understanding of the map. I'm also going to show you how positioning on an objective matters as much as positioning on the rest of the map. In a lot of cases, even more. If you stick through this, you're going to win more games and stop being one of those blueberries who runs past the point like they're allergic to it. Let's get into it. Why staying on objective matters? The real reason. Look, you can fry all day, you can drop the 60, 70, 80 bomb, you can out-aim 90% of the lobby. The battlefield doesn't reward just kills, it rewards impact. And impact is measured by time on objective, captures, defense, zone fights, being there at the right second. Even if you're not topping kills, you'll still top scoreboard because objectives dump score on you faster than anything else in the game. If you want consistent high SPM, 7, 8, 900 plus, it starts on the objective, not in a building 80 meters away, holding the power angle that no one asked for. Positioning on objective is always better than positioning around the map. A lot of players think positioning just means finding a head glitch, holding a long angle. Nah. True positioning is controlling the zone and the flow of the fight inside of it. On objective, positioning dictates how fast you cap, how many enemies you see before they see you, how many angles you eliminate, how safe your teammates feel pushing with you, and whether you live or get farmed. When you pick a smart position on the objective, you're basically saying, this part of the map is mine, if you want it, you're coming through me. That's how you turn an objective into a kill farm and a score battery at the same time. How to position on the objective. This is the part most players never learn. Number 1. Anchor the strongest cover inside the cap zone. Find a piece of cover that gives you visibility, blocks at least 2 angles, lets you bail to safety, and keeps you inside the capture radius. If you have to choose between slight better cover or being inside the zone, pick the zone every time. You win games by capping, not camping. Tip number 2 on this. Fight from the inside, not the outside. Pushing from the outside into the point means you're taking the hardest fights every time. But if you anchor inside the objective, you force enemies to walk into you. Inside positioning gives first shot advantage, predictable enemy entry routes, easier kill chains, more score per minute, and way more impact. Tip number 3. Deny angles before they collapse on you. Don't wait for enemies to stack, peek angles early, land your picks, and thin out the push before it hits you. This keeps your KD up, your death count low, the zone's more stable, and you're going to maximize your cap speed on objective. Tip number 4. Move with the objective. When the map shifts to the next point, or you've capped a point and need to rotate, you sprint as fast as you can. You don't want to sprint in like a lost blueberry. You move with intention every single time. Identify power positions inside the next zone. Don't chase kills outside the objective path. Try to find a flank route if you can, and set up early so enemies crash into you instead of them killing you while you run at them. This is where consistency comes from. Moving on from that, how the objective play boosts your KD. A lot of people think objective players have bad KD. Inherently, they might have a lower KD than someone that doesn't play objective, but they shouldn't have a bad KD unless they're a bad player or because they're doing it wrong. If you're positioned correctly on the objective, enemies should come to you. You hold cover, they have to cross open space. You will see them first. You will pick up multi-kills because they rush in groups. You will get revive chains, utility support, and many points from that type of stuff. And you will farm defenders while the score goes up. If you're positioned properly, an objective is the easiest place on the map to streak. Most players' KD drops because they panic rush into an objective instead of owning it from the inside. Moving on from that point. Your score per minute is your secret weapon. If you want top 0.1 score per minute, here's the truth. Your score per minute comes from the time on task. And the number 1 task in Battlefield 6, the entire game really, is playing the objective. You get points for capping, defending, killing inside zone, killing people entering the zone, healing people in the zone, reviving the zone, assists, utility use, spotting. You get it at this point. Everything you do in the zone nets you more points. The game basically hands you score for existing in the right area. This is why a guy with 20 kills on an objective will outscore a guy with 60 kills off the objective. Moving on from that point. It's just kind of a coaching moment I want to give you blueberries, right? I love y'all, but y'all gotta hear this. Running around aimlessly does nothing. Shooting random fights in static areas of the map does nothing. Holding buildings 100 meters away does nothing. If it doesn't help the objective, it doesn't help the team. I understand watching people push into the objective and killing them is helpful, but it's not as helpful as killing them and pushing the objective. Being on objective makes the game easier, boosts your stats, makes the match flow make more sense, teaches you the map naturally, and turns you into the player teammates will follow. If you want to stop being a blueberry, start with the objective. So yeah, really just kind of sum it up, staying on objective isn't just playing the mode. It's the fastest way to level up your score per minute, your KD, and your map IQ. If you hold a strong position on the point, you become the problem. You become the guy people rely on. You become the one they say, oh thank God, insert your name is here. If you want to dominate Battlefield long term, this is step one. If this helped you out, drop a like, subscribe, and let me know what you want to hear about next. I'll break down any and everything you want to hear if y'all want it. I appreciate y'all. See y'all on the battlefield.